Welcome to the VoiceThread course activation and assignment creation tutorial. Today I'll talk about activating VoiceThread, setting up a VoiceThread homepage on your Canvas course, and creating an assignment for your Canvas course. Let's get started. Hello lovely faculty! Have you asked for VoiceThread integration and now want to know how to use it in your Canvas course? Then this tutorial is for you. First, you're going to go to the course that you asked for integration. Then you're going to go to your modules section. You're going to want to add a new module. You can type something like VoiceThread Access. I'm going to add this module below. You can choose whether or not to publish this for student access later, but this is where you're going to go to access and create VoiceThreads. First, we're going to click on the little Add button in the module bar. You're going to go ahead and click on External Tool, and then you're going to scroll down to VoiceThread. This scroll bar is sometimes hidden, so you may need to expand or contract the box for external tools to scroll down and find it. We're going to click on VoiceThread. Now this may take a few minutes if this is the very first time that you're accessing it. It might take a minute or two because it is creating an account for you that's linked to this course and your email with K-State. So if the first time you open it, it takes a minute, don't close it out. Just be patient and it'll create that account for you. Once the account is created, you'll see this panel, Individual VoiceThread, Course View, or VT Homepage. What we want to do is add the VoiceThread Homepage so that you can start creating materials. We'll go ahead and click VoiceThread Homepage. You want to make sure that the activity name also matches this. VoiceThread Homepage. And then you're going to click Add Item. You'll notice here that there's a little link for that. So you can go ahead and click on it and it will take you to an external tool and the external website to create VoiceThreads. This is where you'll create all of your materials so that you can use it for your course. I do want to caveat that adding a VoiceThread to this does not automatically add it to your course. That is something I'll teach you later on in this tutorial. Instead, we can go ahead and start thinking about how we're going to create. So you can click the Create button at the top. You'll add media from your computer. This can be a video or a slideshow or anything that you want. Or you can add some PowerPoints to it as well. So for example, if I wanted to add my PowerPoint for this lesson, I might add here the PDF version for the PowerPoint. I will say the PDF version keeps all of your format really nicely. You can enter a title, and you can add a description, you can review the playback options, and add whatever you want. If you don't add cover art, it'll take the first slide of your PowerPoint and make that. And then once it's done, it'll show up here on your homepage. So go ahead and let it load, and it'll show up. After you've created different VoiceThreads, we can then add them to your course. So let's go back to our modules in our course and see how to do that. So now that I've added an example VoiceThread to my VoiceThread homepage and my VoiceThread account, I can now create an assignment for my course. So I might want to add that assignment to a particular week, or I can add the assignment here in my VoiceThread and then move it to the week that I want it to be in later on. Right now I'm just going to demo it in the VoiceThread access area for easy access. I'm going to go ahead and click on Assignment, then I'm going to click Create an Assignment, and I'm going to put here Example VoiceThread. You'll want a better descriptive title for whatever assignment you're creating. Once that's created, I'll go ahead and click on it, and it'll open up. Right now there's no description, there's no activities, there's no information, but we can add all of that later. So we're going to go ahead and click Edit. What we're going to want to do now, you can add points and descriptions and all of those things later. But what we're going to do right now is go to Submission Type and click on the drop-down menu. We're going to select External Tool from the drop-down menu of Submission Type. We're going to click Find. Again, sometimes this window is a little small and you can't see that internal scroll bar. So we'll go to the internal scroll bar and we'll scroll all the way down to VoiceThread. Again, it may take just a minute to load. Now you'll see that this is a little bit different. We can do Assignment Builder now because we're in an assignment. Before we only had these three options. Now that we're in an assignment, we can create an assignment that will directly link to your gradebook and your speed grader in Canvas. So we're going to go ahead and click Assignment Builder. There are some different options here. This one at the bottom is only if a VoiceThread is broken. So reach out if you need some help and you have something broken, we can help reconnect an assignment. What we are interested right now are these three options. Do we want students to create their own VoiceThread and then have that VoiceThread displayed in a student gallery so that other students in the course can view their presentations? Then Create is for you. If you want to create an interactive lesson where you record your slides and you have activity slides or discussion slides for students to participate on asynchronously, then Comment is for you. In this comment one, they can add slides to your previously created VoiceThread. They can comment on or reply to different prompts given to them, or they can interact with their peers. This is all determined by how you create your assignment. The watch function is especially nice for welcome videos or tutorials like this one. If you click on watch, all the student has to do is watch the entire VoiceThread, click on every slide, and see any video or any comment that you've created in that slide for it to automatically count and be uploaded into the gradebook. So I really like this one for any tutorials or explanations of projects or things like that because it logs whether or not students have played the entire VoiceThread through. So let's go ahead and do a comment activity as this one is the most common. I'm going to click on comment here and then continue. Now you remember that VoiceThread we created earlier? You'll notice it shows up right here. So now that you've created something on your home page, it will show up in your assignment builder. So again, you want to create things first on the home page and then come create an assignment. I will say you can create a new VoiceThread in this assignment builder, but you won't be able to reuse it in other courses. It'll be stored in that course and it will only be accessible for that course and the students in that course that semester. This is by design to protect the information within it and also the recordings of the students. So if you want to create things that are reusable for other courses, make sure you go to your VoiceThread homepage first and then import it in this assignment builder. Go ahead and click continue. Once you click continue, you can go ahead and make sure all of your slides are there and you can hit continue. Now I didn't record any comments on this one, so there aren't any comments yet. I would recommend that you do all of your recording before you make your assignment. So I'm going to go back and say, oops, this one isn't ready for me yet. Let's try a different one instead. Modern Language Unit 3. Continue. This one I've already built in the past. I've created all of my slides. I've done all of my video presentations, and it's actually ready to go for students. So you notice when I click on this one, I have a little video and I scroll through a few of my slides. I do a lot of chunking in my lessons, so you'll notice that there are videos on every fourth or fifth slide. So this first video goes through the first 5 slides. The second video is on slide 6, and so on and so forth. Then I have some stop and participate activities. So here, stop and discuss, your pick. They have different prompts they can pick from and participate on. And I have a little logo, or a little icon rather, where they can stop. I also have some that are just stop and type a comment. Explore this OER toolkit and type a comment responding to these prompts. And I have a takeaway. So this is one example of how you can request students to participate in your lecture. And we'll go ahead and click continue. Now that we've continued, we'll want to make sure that we set our minimum, maximum, or exact amount of comments. I requested 1 recording and 2 text comments, so I'm going to do 3 comments are required for students to be able to submit this assignment. I'm not requiring them to add any slides to this particular one, but you can do that in the future. You know, minimum, maximum, or exact. You want to make sure you leave all 4 of these options available if you want students to participate via text or audio video. The upload function works really well. If they have some issue with the application, they can record on their phone and upload it. So I like to leave that one available too. Whether or not you want them to be able to add slides or not, you can deselect or select this option. I will caveat that students cannot move, delete, or do anything to your slides except add a comment. You can also enable comment moderation if you want to approve every single comment a student makes or all students make before releasing it. This is a bit cumbersome and usually not needed at the higher education level. You can also remove their ability to delete comments. You can limit their comments to maybe 3 minutes or 2 minutes, whatever you'd like to do. Depends on if your group is very, chatty or not. And you can have it automatically advance to the next slide if you want to. I usually don't use that. I always set start the playback mode and for 4 seconds. That way if students have it off to the side and they're listening while they're taking notes, then it will continue and play the entire voice thread without them having to click on every slide. And next you can choose your permissions. Then you'll want to give your assignment a name. So this one was VoiceThread, I believe this was Unit 3, Part 2. You can put some instructions, but usually I say see Canvas because I do more detailed instructions on Canvas. Then you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. I set all my start dates and due dates on Canvas because it's easier to adjust later. And here you can set as percentage, points. If you set points, it'll change it on your assignment. If you do percentage, it'll be out of 100 and complete or incomplete. Then you're going to go ahead and click publish. We're going to select, and after we've accepted, we can save and publish, and it's available for students. You can of course adjust your settings and set due dates. So now that we've created it, what does it look like? Here, load a VoiceThread. This is what it will look like for you as a grader. All of the students that you have in your course will appear on the right hand side. The assignment content, is available here, and you can make sure that all of your slides are there and all of your comments are available just the way that you want. Now when you're ready to grade, you'll see a list of students' participations there, and you can input it and it will go directly to your gradebook. You can also open your speed grader and add rubrics if you'd like. All of those things are available to you. So as a final example, I'd like to show you what my assignment typically looks like in a week for them. So if we come up here to week 7, we can see our VoiceThread Unit 2 Part 3 here. You'll notice I have some information in the description, some deadlines, required participation, and then down below they can access the content and click the VoiceThread button in order to view it. So this is a brief example of how to use VoiceThread after you've requested your integration and how to get it online to your students. So again, the very first thing you want to do is create a module for access. You can put that module at the top or the bottom. Then you can have your home page. I recommend not publishing that for students, as just for your access. And then you have any assignment that you want. After you've created your assignment, you can of course move it to whichever week you'd like it to appear in. So maybe if this is for week 13, I can then choose where it goes, right? And I click move, and that's that. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'd be happy to help you or work with you via Zoom to help you set this up. But I hope this tutorial was helpful in understanding how you can activate VoiceThread in your course after you've requested an integration. Have a great day.